Hi and welcome to How to Use CAD. For today's tutorial we're going to take a look at a double-storey side and rear extension project to a property in Bromley, Greater London. This particular project was made more difficult because of an ongoing long-standing dispute with the neighbours, which meant that we had to get everything exactly right for the planners, as it was certain there would be objections to any development plan. Stay with us to see how we developed the property from a 3-bed to a 4-bedroom house and added on some terrific new living space. So the brief on this one was simple enough, but what we were made aware of early on in the process is that there was an ongoing dispute with this particular property. I think they had done a massive extension before and they managed to get it all through planning, and I can't even show you the rest of the house, but it really is brutal the way it was added on. 2 stories and plus the loft, etc. But anyway, let's focus on our own project and we'll see what we got up to. Existing ground floor, small enough house. We got an interesting shape to the lounge here. Not quite sure what's going on here. A little tiny window, big bay window, a small bay window, and then the door. I mean, again, the whole thing looks awkward to me. You got a big chimney breast here, you got another chimney there, you got a door opening in the wrong way, which means you got to get in here before you can see the room. And you got the staircase, which as I say, it's a real oddball of a house. So entrance here on the side of the house rather than at the front. Come on down here, you got a little tiny kitchen. Again, another door. So small kitchen, got a little loo built in there. Not what I would consider to be very appealing. But again, as I say, some people love them. If we have a look at upstairs landing, plenty of space again. You got another little small shower room, and then you've got one big monster room, which is the full width of the house, and then a bigger bedroom, and then a smaller bedroom. So again, the shapes are a bit weird, and the window here, look at it, over to the right. So it's just an odd looking house. This particular window, this was done as a bit of a dormer into the Dutch barn, into the roof space. So it's kind of an odd house all in all. Let's have a look at the outside. So on the outside, this is the front elevation. This isn't looking too bad. So we're seeing these dotted lines represent the floor levels, ceiling level, a little attic space with a little bit of a light there perhaps. And the roof seems to flow down around to the ground floor. So that shape, Dutch barn. So here we have a garage, an old garage, 1930s or something, 1940s. And again, it's not attached, but it's set back from the house. Side elevation. Again, there you go. Georgian style of glass. It's wired glass, or is glass with lead in it. So there's just so much going on here with regard to the design. You've got the Georgian style, and it's all mixed up. Here we got modern rear door, which again doesn't look quite right, certainly for the style of the property. And that's your garage, dodgy roof again. Let's have a look at the back. On the back, oh no, that's proposed, so I need to be looking at existing. That's the back of your garage. That's the back. That's where the kitchen bit was added on. You got lovely new double glazed doors and side panels here, but you got the existing, the old ones up front. Now, notice on these windows there's no fan light, so there's no airflow going through here. So it's just poor design completely. Right, on the other side, on the neighbour's side, where the window was skewed to the hallway, it wasn't in the centre. And this window, what the heck this window's doing, I have no idea. But there's a passageway here. But again, I've got no idea what was going on. Right, so that's having a look at the existing. So now let's have a look at the proposed, and for that we go inside. So this was the main entrance, and what we did here was take out the existing little extension bit, and we did an extension, ground floor extension up to the boundary. In this case I think we're a bit ambitious because we've where are we now? We're up to the boundary line. We've taken out the garage, so we've demolished the garage, demolished the smaller extension, and then built almost a wraparound all the way around, full width property, leaving about a metre, 900 mil all the way around. So let's see what the content was. Entrance hall, kept the boiler. Used to be a loo in here, we moved it, we done a proper loo and shower room on the ground floor. We went inside, you see we got a nice free flowing kitchen here, nice big window to the back garden, and then over breakfast bar, pendants, lots of eating space, and again lots of dining space, about 4 meters or so of doors to the garden, and a decent sized patio, because this house had a particularly big garden, so a decent sized patio is appropriate. Note that we also try to keep the patio, always try to keep the patio on similar level to the existing interior floor, so that you're not stepping down. If you're stepping down, try to do it at the back of the patio rather than where it meets the house. Right, so back in here now, the family room. Again, when we opened up the hallway here, we put a few doors in, offered up a few doors. Client liked that, lots of light to the room. And again, he wanted to open it up to the dining room, which we did. Now, even though there's only a metre of passageway here, there's no reason why you can't put a set of doors and some glass panels in. Basically to get light into the room, and I'm not saying that you're going to be using these doors often, perhaps not at all even, but at the end of the day, it's great at getting light in. You can throw a couch in the front. Remember, this is a fireplace, so we didn't touch that. But all in all, there's a nice flow to the house, nice modern flow now. It's the same house, and we're using all the same building elements, rendering, painted white, etc. Same style of doors. I think, if my memory serves me right, client at one point he wanted to use these doors here, and I was telling him no, but I'd managed to find a use for them here, and I think that appeased him a little bit. So sometimes the clients, they're spending 150,000 pound on a refurb and extension, but then they try to spoil it by doing something stupid because they're getting mean, or they want to use something up. Oh, those windows, got to use them up somewhere. No, you don't. Don't spoil the whole project because of it. So on the front elevation, we re-landscaped a little and looked at putting a drive in, and theoretically this car can come the whole way up, which means you could get 3 cars on the drive. So all in all, ground floor pretty appealing, and the client went for that. This was the I noticed it's a draft, so I think there might have been a few minor amendments, but other than that, client went for it. Right, upstairs, we came out a little here. We projected a little, but we didn't go the whole way, which means we kept a good metre away from the boundary upstairs, and we got a Velux window into the kitchen, so it's indicated here, new kitchen, that's the Velux window number 8. And upstairs then, let's go back up to the stairs. So you come up, left the window there. It doesn't look so bad now. It's skewed or off center because of the way the layout has changed. So now we created a walk through down the middle. This is a tiny box room, but nevertheless it's a bedroom, so it classifies as a bedroom. You got a wardrobe, you got a bed and a table lamp, and we got a window in there. So it's a pretty neat design. Walk down, here you go, big double bedroom, window to the garden, built-in wardrobes, and we done basically exactly the same on the other side. but we gave it a double aspect. We gave it another window to the front, which was quite lovely. Roof is hipped again, which means that at this point, even though you're 1 meter away from the neighbor, the roof height is within less than 3 meters, even though it might be 3 and a bit or 3.5 at this point. It's a nice slope down. Right, as we come across to this side, again we got another door in at the top of the stairs. Or no, this is where it was actually, but because this room was extra long, we went for an ensuite in here, so this became the master bedroom ensuite. So now this house became a 4-bedroom house upstairs, loads of storage. You end up having an ensuite on the bedroom 2. You have a family bathroom as well, so it's a really lovely 4-bedroom house, and I'm quite chuffed with that. So from the front, nothing would change much. A little bit at the side as you walk up the side, because clearly as you walk up, instead of seeing all the way through and having the garage here, you're going to get a single story extension on the side instead. Pretty chuffed on this one. I think it was good design. I know we had to do about 4 or 5 drafts for the client because he wanted to see various elements, and but we got there. On the proposed rear elevation, you can see how the windows were lined up where possible. We changed them around a bit to get some fan lights, and we put a large door and a Juliet balcony, and for the hallway here. So this is in fact no, this is another draft which was done. I think we ended up with this one, but that one, instead of the wardrobes, what we ended up doing was the client wanted a hallway that would basically continue down and have a door at the back looking down onto the garden with a Juliet balcony. We didn't think that was a great idea, but again, it's not our house, so at the end of the day we ended up having to wear it for the client. That's what they wanted. But here we got rid of our double glazed French doors with side lights, put in bifolds, floor to ceiling bifolds on the side. As you can see, we tiled the roof, pitched roof front and side, built the new extension. We didn't try to do a sloping roof. We did a flat roof cut into the Dutch barn roof, and privacy glass on these 2 windows, because otherwise there'd be issues overlooking next door. Let's see, this is the front elevation again, with the new extension, showing the little bedroom window and showing the kitchen window. It looks quite neat, and that's generally that's a lovely look. From the neighbour's side looking, very little change. I think, as I say, we ended up doing doors here into the patio, but onto the side little patio, or the side walkaway. So these drawings don't actually match up. We did so many drafts for this one that when I grabbed them, I seem to have grabbed external elevation plans that don't match the layouts, but generally speaking, you're getting the idea. So these particular videos are not aimed to teach you how to use the CAD. These videos are aimed to show you how to apply what you've learned with CAD, so that you can actually create plans and earn a living from the skills you've acquired. So it's a great experience. I think I would have loved to have seen an architect tell me, or a technician tell me, this is what we did here, and this is how we created that, and why, etc., etc. You can see the difference in walls, so you'll start learning about the thickness of walls, height of floors, and so on. So it's always important when you do a measurement survey, make sure you get your heights. It's a crucial bit of kit here to get your ceiling heights in each room, and have a little look when you're on the staircase at the thickness. It's normally 8 or 9 inch joists, but it's reassuring to check. But getting the floor heights, and also pay attention to how high the inside ground floor is from the ground outside, because it's rarely like it's demonstrated here. It's usually there's a brick or two at the bottom. So let's just, for the sake of it, have a little look. See, we can't see because the door is on the side on this photo, but I can guarantee you that the ground levels are sloping down. Oh, there you go. It's showing it on this picture. There's a good difference, maybe of about 500 mil between the rear and the back because of the sloping down. So it's important to pick up on all of those when you do a measurement survey. Also, pay attention to where the load-bearing walls are when you're doing these kind of surveys, and which way the joists are in particular are running. So it's important to know when you start to take out walls from the point of view of the structural design and calcs later on. Okay, that's about as much as I can tell you on this particular project. I hope you've learned something from it, and as we do on every project we do, even though we've done them over and over, we still continue to learn and get better at what we do. So start using the CAD tools that you've learned. Start honing your skills. Go take a few pictures, or go, my view is, if you've never done a Dutch barn, then you need to do it, and it's only through drawing the elevations and so on that you'll appreciate the design and the style, and you get to intimately know those little curves that are familiar or that are part of that particular design. So my view is, get on with it. Whatever you do, make sure you're practicing, or you're actually working and getting paid for it, which is even better. And most of all, of course, enjoy what you do, as the way we do. We have a great love of architecture here at Draw Plans. So we, incidentally, I don't think I've actually said, we're collaborative. We're a team of about 25-30, mostly technicians, engineers and party wall surveyors. So we work together, London and the home counties. So if ever you feel you have the skills and you want to get some architectural work, then get in touch. Just look up drawplans.co.uk and get in touch, or leave a comment here on the video, and we'll get back in touch with you and see where it goes. Okay, thank you very much for joining me on this video. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks now.